Recently, Greenville, South Carolina was ranked as the #4 best place to live in all of the US. Well, as you can imagine, that brought a lot of different comments from locals, everything from positive to negative. There was thousands and thousands of comments on local Facebook groups, news articles, and etc. So I wanted to share with you some comments that I found and how people reacted to this article. Hi, I'm Evan Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. Let me go ahead and read off the first one. We moved here 9 years ago from Miami and love it. Glad we live here. What's really interesting is I found a lot of people are moving here from Florida recently. There's been a lot of reasons why I found that people are doing this. Everything from affordability of homes to insurance has been pretty expensive in Florida to natural disasters like hurricanes and so many other reasons. So I'm glad to hear that this person loved it here in Greenville, South Carolina, and they made the move 9 years ago and they've got to see Greenville grow a ton. So let's read our second comment. Absolutely, I've been living in Greenville for about 24 years now and every change we've made was better. We are moving with the times, and yes, time brings about a change. I recently moved to Simpsonville outside the city limits and I love it here. The Southern hospitality is awesome. I mean, you can feel it in the air that this is the place to be in this day and time. Let's keep Greenville safe, clean, beautiful for people from all walks of life. Greenville strong, we are Greenville. Super positive review here. This person, of course, is mentioning that Greenville has been clean. They felt very comfortable, very safe here. They've lived, I guess, in a few different places here in Greenville. One of the things that they mentioned was Southern hospitality. I know Greenville has won a lot of awards over the years of being one of the friendliest places to live in the entire country. I found that myself when I relocated here. We made friends really easy. We really love it here. It's really a friendly environment and there's a lot of great things to really get involved in the community. It seems like this person appreciates that as well. So our next review, with all due respect, this was a response to someone. I find Greenville a much better place to live now than when I moved here in 1987. Downtown Greenville had nothing to offer then, and after 5 p.m. it was deserted. I felt like I had moved into a village, but now it looks like a cosmopolitan city. Growth is not a negative component as long as there is planning to improve the infrastructure. I love your home in this beautiful area. This person brings up a great point. Of course, there was some negativity to this article and people didn't want a whole bunch of people moving into their area and making a whole bunch of changes. You know, with growth creates change, and for some people change is a little challenging. Some people really love a small, teeny tiny town, and Greenville has definitely grown from that. It still has a lot of the elements that make Greenville so special, and that's why people are continuing to move here and why people continue to write so many amazing things, and then why it's ranked so highly as a place to live. But for someone that's lived here for 40 years, they're seeing a lot of change, and maybe that wasn't quite the change that they were looking for. We've seen some things with infrastructure where we needed to expand roads. We've needed to do things to make sure that traffic flows more freely, because when you go from just a little 2-lane road to all of a sudden now you need 4 or 6, you know, that's a change. That's something that needs to happen to allow for the growth of the city. The thing that I really appreciate about Greenville so much is that they have a plan. They have the 2040 plan that they have rolled out that they've been following to a T to ensure that they keep the beauty that is everything that we see in Greenville today, while also allowing the city to expand, because if you don't have growth, you've got a decline and you're seeing a lot of negative things in your city. You always want to see some form of growth to really see that positive factor, because if you just stayed stagnant or you started having population decreases, as much as some people would hate to admit it, like that's going to create some very negative things for your city. Another review here says, my hometown, I've known for 59 years, this is the best place to live. I think that one says it all. Clearly this person's super enthusiastic about everything that's happened in Greenville. They've loved seeing all the changes. They've loved everything about Greenville. I don't think much else needs to be said on that one. Here's another review. I know I'm in the minority here, but all of the amazing changes we've seen in this town have come because of the growth. And we will continue to see more amazing things come as well. Yes, does the city and the county need to address some issues from growth? Absolutely. But that has always been a problem. I also welcome the diversity and hopefully more inclusiveness that comes from people outside of this area. So again, from this Greenville native, welcome. What an amazing welcome. I think that leads to friendly people, and I think, you know, Barry here is showing the true nature of what makes Greenville so special. He's acknowledging that growth creates challenges. It creates a lot of different things for people. You know, growth can be a little bit of a hard thing to go through with change, But what we have been very fortunate about here in Greenville is all this change and growth has led to a lot of really amazing things that we see and benefit from every single day. I think this last review by Barry here is such a great way to end this video. I think Barry really hits all the highlights of the positivity along with some of the challenges that Greenville faces. I'm curious, if you're thinking about moving to Greenville, what do these comments mean to you? Or if you live here in Greenville, what did you think about the #4 ranking in the entire country? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you.